Cardano is going to see something great in its history. Want to know more? Watch till the end to know it all. Hey guys, welcome to Cardano Future. In today's video, we will be looking at the latest updates on Cardano. Also, if you want to win $25 cash giveaway, see the comment section below and join our giveaway. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. ADA, the Cardano blockchain's native cryptocurrency, hit an all-time high of $3.10 on September 2, up 26% from its previous all-time high of $2.46 on May 16 during the larger cryptocurrency rally. On September 1, IOHK developers stated that the Cardano testnet now allowed smart contracts, causing the price to rise. The Alonzo hard fork was implemented on the Live network on September 12th, and the launch on the Live network followed on September 12th. By allowing Plutus scripts to be written and executed on-chain, we'll have the backbone for a new decentralized application platform enabling a wide range of DApp and decentralized finance use cases, from simple swap-type apps to decentralized exchanges and more complex computational programs such as oracles and crypto-backed algorithmic stablecoins, IOHK said in a statement. According to data compiled by PoolTool, a total of $32.29 billion has been staked out of ADA's $54.6 billion market capitalization, accounting for 71.99% of the coin's total supply. Because only 28.01% of the supply has not been locked, this could help support the ADA price. During the Cardano Summit in late September, IOHK issued many Cardano crypto news announcements. The COTI platform was revealed as the official issuer of JED, a new Cardano stablecoin, on September 26. JED runs by keeping a reserve of base coins while minting and burning a variety of other stable assets and reserve coins, according to IOHK. It's intended for usage in the Cardano network to pay transaction fees. One advantage is that transaction costs will be more predictable, avoiding unpredictable and expensive gas fees for customers. Cardano has also announced partnerships with Veritree, a land restoration and tree planting verification company, to secure its records on the Cardano blockchain. Rival, an esports and gaming platform to develop NFT marketplaces, and AidTech, a fintech venture fund, to provide technical guidance for its identity-based finance, payments, and insurance products. On September 25, IOHK announced the launch of a new Cardano fund centered on Africa, with ambitions to invest $6 million in blockchain initiatives across the continent. On September 28, IOHK announced a strategic partnership with Dish Network, based in the United States, to investigate the use of the Cardano blockchain across the satellite TV and mobile phone networks. Bitstamp, a Luxembourg-based cryptocurrency exchange, said on November 18 that it would offer ADA and that trading would begin on November 24. The exchange eToro announced on November 23 that it was delisting both ADA and TRX in the United States, citing business-related factors in the developing legal climate as the reason. Traders can keep their coins or close their positions, but new traders will be unable to do so. Staking benefits will no longer be given to U.S. customers for both assets, the announcement continued, with the final reward distribution coming to users on January 15, 2022. This payment will be made in U.S. dollars. It tweeted on November 26 that the Cardano blockchain now has 2 million native tokens or assets, up from 1 million in October. On December 1, a Cardano subreddit member named Gem Colley announced that the blockchain had reached the milestone of 20 million transactions without a single day of downtime in 1,522 days of existence. Cardano announced on December 8 that it had reached the 1 million delegated wallets milestone. ADA's price increases were unable to be sustained as traders took profits, and the price plummeted below $2.50 on September 8. The price has been declining steadily, reaching a one-month low of $1.92 on September 21. While Bitcoin and Ethereum reached bottoms on that date and have since rallied significantly, the ADA price has remained under pressure. The coin has fallen behind BNB, a native asset of the Binance platform that was outlawed in the UK earlier this year, to become the third largest cryptocurrency. AMP, Avalanche, Luna, and SushiSwap, among other Bitcoin alternatives, have lost value in the last month as traders liquidated part of their positions to invest in the Bitcoin surge. Will they come back, and will fresh investors put their money into Cardano? On September 25, the coin rose to $2.46, but then fell to $2.02 on September 29. Even when Bitcoin and Ether hit their all-time highs of $64,000 and $4,000, it traded between $2.08 and $2.37 in October. The price had reduced to $1.37 by the 9th of December. Short-term technical analysis from CoinCodex remains negative at the time of recording, with 15 indicators indicating bullish signals and 16 indicating bearish signals. The relative strength index and the moving average convergence divergence were both neutral, but the Hull moving average and the volume-weighted moving average were both indicating a buy and a sell, respectively. ADA was identified as a sell by the weekly moving averages. By the end of December, CoinCodex predicted that the currency would be worth $1.35. Longer term, wallet investors' Cardano prognosis was more bullish, expecting that the average price would begin 2022 at $1.67.5, grow to $3.59 by the end of 2022, and hit $10.95 by the end of 2026. Digital Coin's ADA coin price forecast predicted that the price will average $2.39 in 2022, up from $1.93 in 2021, and rise to $3.86 in 2025. It is estimated that the coin will average $5.80 by 2028. Price prediction was more optimistic than Wallet Investor and Digital Coin, predicting that the token's price will average $5.67 in 2025, up from $1.85 in 2022, and hit $35.30 by 2030. On the weekly chart of Cardano, there is a potential long entry. A buy stop at $1.33, a stop loss at $1.20, and a profit goal of $3 make up the potential long entry. For the entry to be valid, Cardano must close at or slightly above the $1.33 entry level. If the entry level is hit, it will be a major bullish event, as it will put Cardano price above the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, the cloud's top, and the 2021 volume point of control. The relative strength index is nearing the first oversold level of 30, and the composite index is reaching record lows, all of which contribute to this hypothetical long entry. Cardano price has a potential entry on its daily chart with a sell stop order at $1.19, a stop loss at $1.25, and a profit objective of $1 on the short side of the market. The entry is only possible if the price closes at or slightly below $1.19 on a daily basis. The short entry is mostly based on the composite index's head and shoulders pattern. When it comes to creating a clear directional bias, Cardano price action is in a mixed state. On the daily chart, the trend is plainly negative, yet there are hints of weariness. The weekly chart, on the other hand, is definitely bullish but is exhibiting signs of turning bearish. The shared support zone of 30 in the RSI and one other oscillator on each time frame exhibiting extreme oversold conditions is one thing that is consistent on the daily chart. The forecasts for 2022 have been released, and major central banks are rethinking their monetary policy position. Expect hawkish rhetoric to create headwinds for cryptocurrencies, with the ADA price likely being rejected around $1.50 on that black declining trend line and the downtrend continuing into December. The price of ADA would remain capped and begin to trade lower, breaking through the monthly S1 support level of $1.18. A breach of that level would set off a downward spiral towards $1. With that, we're at the end of the video. If you found it interesting, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting videos. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. See you again with another exciting video. Until then, bye!